Alright guys, just want to put a cap on this NFL magazine. Did a video a few days back. The magazine has been canceled. You can go look at the link below. The NFL is apparently shutting down its own magazine after 4 issues. They've dissolved the relationship with Dolphin Media Group. They've came out and said that the magazine was well received by fans. Clearly it was a viable product. They did not rule out doing it again in the future. The publishing company did not respond to any email inquiries. I've yet to get anything but an automated response from them myself. The interesting case study here is going to be how the NFL deals with this problem. You know, the NFL is very quick, stern, and in some cases harsh in resolving problems when it comes to their on-the-field product. Look at Bountygate, look at Spygate, look at any type of drug relation with NFL players. You know, they're very quick in their judgment and their decisions and how those players or coaches, organizations are going to be held in terms of punishments. Now, I want to see what happens when they affix their name to something. And in this case, you know, in my opinion, we can look at a direct correlation to video game football. But when you affix your name to a magazine, when you sell your rights to a magazine, and it doesn't live up to your specifications of what you want it to be, how do you go about, and I speak to you as an NFL organization, how do you go about ensuring that your customers that supported you and backed you financially are compensated reasonably when you pull the plug on that publication? Now, obviously, we're not talking about a lot of money here. In most cases, if you want to talk about a prorate refund, we're talking maybe $15, $14, $13, somewhere in that neighborhood. But I want to know how the NFL steps up. Are they going to turn their back on their fans that supported them and say, well, you know, you're at your credit card, issuer's mercy. You're at the magazine's mercy of getting a refund? This is something they've done with video game football. They were quick to sell the rights to EA, but I think we can all agree that they were not proactive enough in ensuring that every Madden that came out was held to their standard of product when you compare it to what is on the field. This is a game that really hasn't seen a lot of evolving in the past 6-7 years. A lot of people clearly think that the game is just a rehash, although I can be as positive or negative about it as I want to be. I want to see how the NFL responds. You know, you're the one that pulled the plug on your magazine. Now, in my opinion, you're the one that needs to get it right in terms of making sure that people get the compensation they deserve out of this. And hopefully it's a lesson that they can learn from, you know, in terms of jumping headfirst in with questionable organizations. And you could certainly draw a line there with EA. You could draw a line there with Nike. You can draw a line as many as you can to connect to exclusive agreements. But to me, this is a pretty big problem, especially considering what I saw from the NFL Network. And I know that's not expanded into markets like it should. But for those of us that have it, certainly can attest that that is a channel that has exceeded every expectation one could have for it. You know, very good live programming, very good NFL Films program, extremely good content. And certainly to have a magazine canceled after 4 issues bearing the NFL name is not something that any of us probably anticipated when we bought those 1-year or 2-year subscriptions.